Why can't I add?
We're going
Hello.
live eventually.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Modras Bloodsport Association. I am joined with me, as always,
By Flex Grizzle.
the one and only. And tonight we have got a trio of competitors yet again. Flex, I'm realizing that 3 weeks going straight now, we've had 3 competitors every time.
It's a trio of threes, which I believe makes 9. 3 threes is 9, as my multiplication tables are still within my memory banks.
Going right over to our first competitor of the night, and the biggest competitor of the night, Cloud Watcher. Cloud Watcher, what kind of encounter would you most be looking forward to tonight?
I would just like, I think something that would appreciate my poetry would be lovely. So maybe if we're like in a tavern and with like ales, and that would be awesome. That's what I want.
Good one, Cloud Watcher.
Oh, thanks.
I don't think it's going to be that kind tonight, though.
Oh.
Me and Flex never get to see the arenas before the game, so we don't know. They could be.
That's unfortunate. Oh, it could be. Great.
It could be possible, but usually it's significantly more violent.
Oh, that's okay too. I can make a poem about violence. Let's see here. Roses are red, and so is blood. Yeah, that's it.
Very good. Very
Fantastic.
good, Cloud Watcher. Very good. I can see why you're in the arena tonight and not just off spreading your poetry. Next up, we have got
Thanks.
Vix.
What's up?
Vix, who are you? Because we forgot to talk about what Cloud Watcher is tonight. Race and class.
I am a brass dragonborn rogue archetype. Nice studded leathers on and twin swords at my side.
Mighty fancy.
Thanks.
How ready are you for a bloody exciting time in the Modras Bloodsport Arena this evening?
You know, when my friend told me about this place, I wasn't sure what to think, but hey, coin is coin. Might as well go for
certainly
it.
is. And you'll be lucky to get some tonight. And our final competitor this evening.
All right, let's get this started.
Merlin Evergrim.
Yep, I'm Merlin. What would you what would you need?
You look mighty old to be here, Merlin. What brings you to the arena tonight?
I'm not that old. I'm like 50 something. I don't know. I don't know how I got here.
Well, you're here, and that's good enough for the MBA. Stepping foot into the arena is, in fact, a declaration of intent to participate in all the games and a waiver, a liability waiver, which disavows any responsibility for any personal injury received within the walls of the Modras Bloodsport Arena. Good luck, elderly
it's
man.
Hopefully it's like a. Is it going to be like a wheelbarrow race or something like that?
Oh, that's so fun.
Very well could be, knowing Clancy.
And speaking of Clancy, what's he got up his sleeves for us this evening?
Let's check in with the arena as the competitors enter in through the gates. Damn it! Clancy!
Clancy
He
has...
flooded
Clancy.
the entire arena yet again, Flex. This is probably going to take some time to clear out.
Your nephew is a never-ending stream of disappointment to me, Razor.
Oh, I'm getting word from the booth, Flex, that this is actually on purpose for once. This is the first time Clancy has ever flooded the arena purposefully. So, I guess he's
My
off the hook
word,
for
it looks
now.
like we're looking at a naval engagement this evening.
So, Flex, it looks like that's mighty deep water right there. What would you say that is? About 30 feet deep?
Something around that, certainly deep enough to drown in.
Just because this one does need a little bit of explaining on this map. So, you all are still in the arena, but it is flooded up about 30 feet deep of water. Just like near to the edge of the arena where like the seating actually is. And the spot where the gates are is raised up a little bit, so the water is like just barely kind of coming and touching your shoes. So I'm hearing word that this is another special kind of fight Flex, this isn't just your average, run and gun, kill everybody, and you get to grab your nacho tokens. No, this one is a lot different. This one is going to be a race to get a heavy, heavy sunken treasure chest back to the arena gates before one presumably drowns or dies to some kind of hazard, I'm guessing is in this arena.
Well, it certainly looks like they're going to have to cross a significant distance in what looks to be a rickety old rowboat there, Razor.
I sure wouldn't want to get into that boat myself, Flex.
I certainly would consider it a challenge of skills of some sort to cross that distance.
There does seem to be a decking propped up somewhat in the middle of the arena. I'm not sure how that could be of use, but hey, maybe. We shall see. There also is a giant pirate ship. I don't know where Clancy gets these things. This prop department is not paid well enough, Flex.
They're not paid at all, Razor.
Why do
All
they
done
keep
by
making
magic
us
and
stuff?
conjuration.
Still, why do they keep making us stuff if we don't pay them, Flex?
For the love of it, Razor. For the sheer love of violence and sport.
So let's go ahead and get started and roll some initiative really quick.
My
way...
goodness!
Oh, first roll of the night is a natural 20 from
Wow.
Cloud Watcher.
That is some
That's nice.
initiative
It's
right
not showing
there.
up on my screen.
It showed
Well,
up
rest
here.
assured that is a 24.
Well,
I
that's
got
nice.
Actually good initiative.
I got a +1, so I got a 6.
That's far worse than Cloud Watcher did, Merlin. What did Vix get?
+3, 15.
15 for Vix. And I will go ahead and just do a quick Flex, since you're keeping track of the initiative, let's just go ahead and round that up to a 19 for
19
whatever else.
for our opponent this evening.
So you all just see just over on the far distance, a little bit over 100 feet away, that very large pirate ship, broadside to you all, and you see a sole pirate manning the ship. And
There's
he's
a
looking
very
over and
large
yelling at
galleon.
you. Arr, you'll never have my booty.
What? I want your booty.
I'm sorry, it's coming through a little bit different for me. For me, Razor, it sounds more like, "Yeah, you'll never get me booty."
Flex, I've been telling Clancy for weeks now I need a new set of earbuds because I
You know,
swear...
really, Clancy really needs to up his game.
So how this will go, because it's a little bit different, is you obviously don't need to take the rowboat if you don't want to. But we will be using underwater combat rules, so I think that's your speed's halved, unless you have a swim speed. Which me and Gerundo after the last game really expected 3 water gymnastics to get in here tonight. We're very lucky.
Yeah, Tritons or something.
Yeah. So you don't need to use the rowboat if you don't want to. If you do, we've got some special mechanics for the rowboat. It's got some holes through it. Clancy obviously does not keep up with these rowboats and these props. So, say if all 3 of you were in there, one person would be paddling, one person would be bailing out water, and one person would be trying to navigate slash yell when maybe like a cannonball was coming to try to help avoid it. So it's kind of like
Yeah,
3
one
different-
person's manning the rudder, one's the oarsman, and the final is bailing out the terrible rowboat. Now, if I can slide back into character.
So
What will our contestants do this evening?
We're just jumping in it.
There seems to be some discussion there.
Someone's measuring.
I see somebody measuring.
There
some
looks like some
distance.
desperate estimation of distance going on there.
Okay. So just looking at all this.
Also,
Oh, this looks like so much fun.
Also, because Cloud Watcher is first up in the initiative, just so depending on who's going to get into the boat, just so Cloud Watcher doesn't have to get in the boat and then sit there and not do anything for his turn, we could say that, you know, whoever is getting in the boat or not getting in the boat, we can have you three discuss it amongst yourselves and do that before Cloud Watcher takes over.
Yeah, sure.
I'm definitely in the boat.
Oh, I'm in.
You don't want to swim?
Let's get in the boat. Let's get in the boat.
Okay, well now
It looks like they're mounting up.
And what role do you think everyone's going to be taking? Flex, do you think? I mean, surely Cloud Watcher.
All I know
pretty
is
big.
I don't want the old man rowing.
That he would be my last choice also, Flex.
I'll row the boat.
Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll. I don't know if you all actually fit in the boat, like your tokens. We'll put Steve Buscemi in the back. Okay, let me make sure
I
that.
just noticed my token.
Okay, so Cloud Watcher, if you would, if you're gonna be the one rolling, would you please roll an athletics check? Or
You want to row where you want me to row?
I'll row.
You row?
Yep.
All right.
I'll sort of row.
an 11. Okay. Yeah, you get a decent amount of speed. Geez, this is gonna be hard with these water tokens, isn't it? I'm thinking it's probably going to. Well, for some reason.
Looks like they've advanced about 35 feet there.
Oh no.
Without the boat.
I don't think Merlin's fit for any of these jobs on this boat.
Well,
Wait for me.
shouldn't have entered the arena.
We tried to warn you.
There were several steel gates he had to pass through in order to enter the arena in the first place.
Oh, so next up would be a cannonball is fired from the bow of the ship, comes hurling down towards you all. Who's on the navigation where you? So for navigation, it's kind of flexible. You know, you could argue insight or perception. You could even maybe argue like a charisma check, like a persuasion check to, you know, try to yell at Cloud Watcher to try to avoid this cannonball.
I'd say you could use survival as well by like reading the movement of the water or whatever, something like that.
I'll go insight to kind of gauge where the cannonball is going to land so we can avoid and or ride the wave that it creates to gain movement.
Okay.
Good call.
Go ahead and roll it, please.
10.
10. Oh.
What did we say
doing
that
so
was?
well.
That was, we were looking for a 13 plus for half damage. So let me roll this damage real quick.
It looks like that's going to really hurt.
Okay.
What?
Is that damage or what? What is that?
Yep, he just rolled full damage.
I rolled 2d8 plus 4, and it was 2d8s plus 4.
Are you
for
kidding me?
20. How much damage does health does Merlin have right now?
43.
Still?
Yeah, 43. It says 43.
I mean, after taking that 20.
Oh, after
Wait,
that.
are we all taking the 20
23.
or is the boat we all take it? All right.
Oh, all three of us take the full 20. Okay.
Yeah, it's not so much like the cannonball. It's more of a scatter shot. So the cannonball like breaks up. Midway
it's a grape
through.
shot.
Yeah, and
Wait a second.
Fuck.
should have taken that average. I was really looking at that average instead. I was like, I'll probably roll under it. Okay. I promise we're not just angry about the air graphite still. I promise.
I really wasn't expecting that, Razor.
Oh, that's a shitty start.
Wow.
Pick this up.
And all dead.
Okay. Everyone's still alive, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I've seen better.
I mean, yeah.
So Merlin, it sounds like you're the one bailing out water.
I assume so.
So the way this is going to work is this boat has flooding points, and if it gets to 5 flooding points, it will sink to the bottom.
As long as it's not a strength save, I'm good.
Well, then you're gonna have to.
You can just if you can justify something else.
Maybe.
then
I mean, you can
we'll
maybe
think
do
about
like
it.
some kind of dex thing, like really fast.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand, maybe. That's probably better than your
Yes,
athletics.
yes, please, yes.
Okay, go ahead and do a sleight of hand. So it starts with 1 flooding point.
Just because the 3 of us jumped in.
16.
16. Oh, you actually are
That
bailing
is a
out.
good result.
Even with that grape shot hitting all of you and kind of, scattering you three about, you're still quick enough with this bucket that there is 0 water in here at the moment. You're keeping it completely good. So that was a -1 flooding point. So we are at 0 right now.
The boat is afloat, Razor.
Hey, I gotta tell you, Flex, I did not expect that old man to move that quick with that bucket.
It's all in the wrist there, Razor.
So, I think now with the distance, I think we'll just go right back up to Cloudwatcher. What do you think, Gerundu?
I don't know who that Gerundu is, but yes. I, Flex Gristle, do in fact agree that Cloudwatcher is up next.
So rowing would be my action if I did that, correct?
Correct.
Out of character.
Yes.
I just look around it, scatter shot. Hey, you should just look at the clouds. They're really pretty. And I just start banging my shield a little bit in kind of this rhythmic pattern. And I cast Hypnotic Pattern. And these clouds, pretty fluffy white clouds, just start dancing around the pirate ship.
Oh.
And that is a wisdom saving throw, please. 14.
Nice.
Let's see how wise the pirate is.
Oh,
Not very
Flex.
wise, it seems.
Yeah, so for some reason my roles on this game right now are going to GM, so that's why Gerundu was able to see it, not you guys.
I, as Flex Gristle, will confirm that the pirate is only wise to the point of 5 degrees of wisdom. So insufficiently wise to resist said spell.
So for the next minute, they are watching the clouds.
Beautiful. Cloudwatcher really living up to his name.
Flex, I gotta
They're
tell
really
you,
pretty.
I don't know that they're gonna have much resistance now rowing this boat up there, unless it perhaps sinks if that old man can't keep his strength up.
Well, I guess we'll have to see how rapid a wrist movement Merlin can keep up over the next little distance.
Now we could go ahead and, since we don't have to worry about dodging cannonballs anymore, because there is indeed only one pirate on that boat, we could maybe say that Vix and Cloudwatcher are both taking like half the paddling
take
duties.
yours.
And
Yeah.
should we just have them? I don't know if we should do some kind of advantage. Flex.
Why not? Sure.
So we'll have you guys rolling with advantage. now.
After getting their asses absolutely handed to them by that grape shot, it seems like the least we could do.
So both of us roll with advantage, or one of us roll with
Absolutely.
Yeah, on your turns,
Alright.
yes.
All right.
Many hands make light work. I believe it is Vix's turn.
It is. So first one's a 21.
Nice.
That.
Second one's a 25 for athletics.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
I gotta be honest, Flex. I've only got points going to 16 plus.
So we had another distance of another square or something on that.
It is indeed going to be 50 feet.
50 feet of distance. That is a significant propulsion.
How close are we?
Pretty close now. If I can, it's taken me a really long time to move this stuff.
There's a lot of layers in there.
Yeah.
So we're about 35 feet, you would say?
They're about certainly within comfortable distance of ranged weapons.
But I do, Flex, see some more water piling into that boat. Let's see if Merlin can indeed keep it out, unless he is going to forego bailing out water and try a different action.
Crap. I was looking at my spells.
He
but I
forgot about the water, it seems, Flex.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and. What were we saying?
Just as a reminder, if you wish to risk it, you need 5 points of water to sink the boat at the moment you are at 0.
Ah, okay.
Can anyone breathe underwater?
That I cannot do.
And just a reminder, Flex, that
We'll find out after this.
that heavy-looking iron pirate chest is indeed 30 feet down in the water.
30 feet down in the water, you say? That is indeed
Can I
buried
ask
treasure.
out of character questions, or
Yep.
should I do it in character?
Yeah, go for it. No, it's fine.
How long does that cloud thing last?
A minute, so
And
quite
then-
a
so there's
long
like 10,
time.
10 rounds.
Okay, so I don't need to really worry. I'll go ahead and
Please don't hurt her.
well, we're at 0 water, so I don't need to.
Well, no, you will be at 1 now. It goes up by 1 every
Okay.
round.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that then.
That is
Ooh.
mediocre bailing.
That is insufficient. That is. So I said.
That actually looks like the flooding has got worse there, Razor.
Yeah, it looks like Merlin is maybe even splashing some excess water into the boat from rocking it back and forth. So it is still just the +1 for that one. It's as if like you didn't get any water out for that. So we are still at 1.
All right,
Does-
back up to the top.
Does he try to save at the end of that or no? Oh my god.
If he takes damage or if a creature shakes him.
Good to know.
Well, looks like we're gonna have some more rowing.
Row, row, row your boat gently through the clouds. Nope.
I believe you still have advantage, right?
You do indeed
You
have
do
advantage
indeed.
as
Oh, that'd
2
be
of
nice.
you are rowing.
See if I can roll above a 4. Yes, I can.
Whoa.
Merrily, 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 merrily.
Is that going to close the distance, Fraser?
It sure is, Flex.
Can we take that boat?
I don't see why not, Flex.
I'm
Looks
going
like
to.
Heavily anchored. Could be possible.
I'm going to use as I'm rowing. I'm just. You like the song Vix? Row, row, row your boat, and I give a point of inspiration die to Vix as a bonus action.
What is that? A D6?
D8.
D8. Nice.
That is very inspiring.
I'm feeling inspired up here myself, Flex.
Absolutely. Inspired to observe and commentate on the carnage that is sure to fall.
So now, yeah, if it looks like you all are trying to commandeer this bigger ship, we can say that with your rowing abilities from the last round, you have now parked up right up against the bigger boat. It's probably about 15 feet higher than you all, but it's got a lot of, those rope netting and things and
Rigging, I believe they call it, Razor.
It's rigging. That's I was trying so hard to find that word, Flex, and it was not coming to my head at all.
That's what I'm here for, Razor. Rigging.
right.
I believe next up is indeed Vix, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I want to climb. I want to try to get onto the boat. So, what would that be?
I think that would be an athletics check.
Cool.
Mildly low athletics check due to the rigging.
Good.
Rolls off the top.
11.
How mildly
tries to
difficult was
find
it,
a-
Razor?
We are like 5 or less, or 19 or higher.
Oh, it looks like indeed Vix is making his way and climbing and scooting on. Oh, never mind. I thought you were the middle. And climbing right up onto the larger ship. That is a very. Oh, he looks like he is struggling there, Flex. That was not a very good climbing
Didn't seem
check.
that high to me, Razor, but all right. If he's that exerted, I suppose it's been a long row and also a lot of grape shot to the face.
I still,
Blood comes down.
I'm still wondering what Clancy loaded that cannon with, Flex. That seemed like
Nothing nice.
mildly high damage.
It looks like it might have been. Is that nachos? Expired nacho shrapnel propelled at high distances across at high velocity across vast distances, causing injuries.
And Flex,
Oh
you know
dear.
if it's
That is certainly not a section use of MBA nachos.
and Flex. To be honest, if there are nachos and our nachos are expired, those are doubly so expired because we only sell those expired nachos.
They are very cheap, and you can get very many for a very low price.
Speaking of very
That's what
cheap,
that's the motto of our concession stands, Razor.
speaking of
it's
very
not
cheap,
good,
Flex,
but it's cheap.
Who is our sponsor this week?
It, as always, is Bud Lightfoot Halfling Ale. Delicious, cool, refreshing.
And
Again, not the best, but it's cheap.
It looks like
Ah!
it looks like next up is going to be the old man.
Here, I got
What
a
is
name.
this old man gonna do? He's probably wondering if it's time for his medication.
I'm gonna attempt to climb up here.
Oh, this should be a treat for
I'm
the
looking,
eyes,
I'm
Flex.
looking, yeah. Can you use acrobatics to go up there?
You sure can.
Yeah, we can argue that.
You can parkour it.
So we're looking for a 10, Flex. It's a lot of rigging, a lot of handholds, Flex.
Oh wait,
I
wait,
sure,
what if
I sure
can
hope we don't get it, Razor.
Can I sleight of hand it then?
Unless you plan on doing some card tricks to somehow get up there, I don't see how that applies.
I could do
Stack
that.
of cards.
You can do
Let's
a really
see
cool
some
card trick.
acrobatics or athletics, please. Oh dear. It looks
fall in
like
the water,
he's
did I?
rocked the boat sufficiently to wake up the pirate on board. What a
he
clumsy effort. And furthermore, he is not in the pirate ship at all, laying on his booty in the bottom of the rowboat.
Oh, that was very nice of you. I really thought he was going in the water.
I figured waking up the pirate was punishment enough.
One or the other.
shit.
Yeah, one or the other.
Very well. Cloud Watcher.
Oh, you okay there? Looking back at Merlin, and I offer him a hand. Bonus action, Bardic Inspiration to Merlin as well.
Yeah, he could
He's
probably use
probably gonna
that.
need it.
Oh, it's just a poem for you. You're an old man, and you fell. And then I turn back to the boat. And I will start climbing up the boat as well. Why not? Because, sure. 14.
Okay. Cloud Watcher seems to be handily climbing up the boat, making
Looks
it
like
look...
he basically just had to stand on his tiptoes.
Yes, and just do a small half pull-up flex. He is nearly as tall as that boat is.
Very, very large man. That's why they call him Goliath.
Oh,
Is that
that's
why
me.
flex?
I believe so.
Do I have a movement and or action left?
I think we used Vix's action.
Okay. Just
But you could do
kinda,
movement. You could do like
Yeah,
you
you
could
can
move
move.
around. Yeah.
I will shift around the pirate then and get behind them.
And now, in such a compromising position, finally the pirate will move. What's he gonna do down there, Razor?
It looks
Being
like
rear-ended by a Goliath.
he has been surrounded by our three competitors, though one is indeed in a small dingy rowboat that is currently gathering water. It looks like he's not super happy with his chances, Flex.
He doesn't look happy at all.
He's looking longingly at that water.
How longingly would you say? Very longingly.
He is indeed going to... wait, he is surrounded, isn't he? Oh, shoot.
Perhaps he better go mop up the poop from his deck.
It looks like he is... His body is seemingly changing and bulging, and his clothes are ripping. What is this, Flex? Clancy! Clancy! What's this guy doing?
The voices in my ear telling me that he is in fact some kind of were-octopus razor. Although his token is exceedingly small, rest assured, it is bigger than it appears.
Clancy tells me he was keeping it small to hide it off to the side of the screen, Flex.
Oh my
Sounds
god.
like- Sounds
okay.
like a wise
That makes more
decision from
sense.
Clancy.
That makes far more sense. Hi.
Oh, that's,
I mean,
fun.
Well,
Looks like we're in for another
This is a
tentacular
first.
spectacular, Razor.
It looks like he transforms so wildly, so quickly, and so largely that he has bumped into Vix and Cloud Watcher. They will both need to make some sort of, maybe perhaps a dexterity saving throw or some kind of check to get out of that way. Cloud Watcher has indeed taken a short step back and is still
Dexterity
Successfully
standing.
avoided.
Now Vix.
come on.
Vix doesn't seem to be living up to his full potential tonight, Flex.
No, usually you would expect a rogue to be nimbly bimbly. However, perhaps it's seasickness, Razor.
There very well may be it, as he is not prone into the floor of this ship, where the octopus then slithers into the water. So, Cloud Watcher, you can take an attack of opportunity because you're still standing. We'll say that Vix, being knocked to the bottom of the ship, has missed his chance.
Okay, I'll gladly do so. And I'll take the rapier and I'll poke the octopus as it runs away. Don't do so.
That it is
A
indeed not
valiant
enough to
attempt
hit.
to poke the octopus there, Razor.
I will do.
But you know
Not
what,
successful.
Flex? You know what, Flex? It looks like he was pretty dang close, actually. I don't
He
know
was
if he
not
saw
far-
this thing's AC.
He was not far off at all, but far. It might as well have been a million miles for all the effect it had.
My words are sharper than my sword.
Indeed, and let's hope that those words come into effect later tonight. Next up, it's Vix. It's Vix's turn. Yes, that's right.
Oh, you can hit it.
Yeah, a bit late at this point. Is the octopus submerged underwater, or is it on
It's
the surface?
very close to the surface.
Okay.
I realize I'm not 100% sure how we're gonna do depths and things.
Yeah.
But
Why not? I'm going, Vix. I'm gonna stand up, half my movement. Use a bonus action to coat my dagger in a personalized poison. And run over and throw my dagger at it.
That looks like some kind of fancy personal poison there, Razor.
very
17.
bold move.
Wow.
Could have paid
And
off,
it is
perhaps.
effective. It's an effective one.
It
All right.
is indeed.
It also needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
It will do that.
Might be
With a
good time to add.
19, perhaps it's used to this kind of poison for some reason.
6 points of what is that? Piercing
I'm
damage.
also College of Valor, so if you wish, you can use the lovely song I sang to you before to add to your damage rolls as well.
Oh,
Ooh.
perfect.
Love College of Valor, Flex.
It looks like they're going to require a lot of valor this evening.
So 10 points of piercing damage.
10 points of piercing damage.
And it looks like the dagger is stuck into the side of the octopus, so perhaps with a little bit of swimming, Vix will one day be able to reclaim that dagger.
Here's hoping. Unless it was some kind of family heirloom, in which case it will become property of the Modras Bloodsport Association.
You know the rules, and everybody here competing knows.
It's
Take
standard issue equipment, and if it isn't, it's ours now.
If it's worth 10 gold or more, we claim it at the end of the night. I believe it is the old man turn.
Old
some may call him
man
Steve
lying in the
Buscemi.
bottom of the boat.
Do I know where this treasure chest is? I see it on the map, but
We could. Cloud Watcher and Vix would have probably seen it from their vantage point. You probably wouldn't have, but they could probably yell. They could probably yell that they saw it.
Oh, the
Over
water is
here.
like clear enough for us to like look down.
Yes, this is indeed.
It is not murky water. It has been recently flooded.
so is each cube like 5
5.
feet?
Yeah.
So what is like 15 feet diagonal, but then 30 feet down?
Yeah, Dustin. If you want, there's a ruler tool. I know me and you never used roll 20.
I couldn't find it.
It's under the. It's like a little circle that looks like a ruler.
It
in the
looks a
top.
bit like an archery target or something like that.
Yeah, you click that bad boy and then you just drag it around.
Ah.
So 15 feet from you. 22.2. Yours is very accurate.
Hang on. 18. 18. There we go. Okay.
19.5 feet.
30 feet down, you said?
Yeah. So I guess math. You probably couldn't make it in this turn, but if you're going to be going for it, you would want to get a leg
It
on.
looks like the octopus is turned the other way. I'm going to try and dip under the boat and go towards it.
A bold maneuver from the elderly man now.
Since I'm already, like, at the, I'm close to the water in this little dinghy boat.
Yeah.
Sounds
What
like
do I
an
do? What is it?
interesting course of action. That would be, I presume, an athletics check.
Oh, God. I'm going in,
Hey
guys.
man, it's swimming. What do you want me to tell you?
Sleight of
You
hand.
can't persuade the water to move you down there faster.
Wow. 18.
All right.
Merlin's
Wow.
never moved this fast.
Looks like Merlin got his 100-meter swimming certificate in his youth.
All those 80 years ago.
Must have done those lifeguard courses.
Where does that put him at, Flex?
Let's say he's made it under the boat. It is floating above the treasure chest.
Okay. So, Merlin, it appears, has swam directly under the boat.
Swim, swam, swum.
Swam, and is now
All the way
directly
underneath the
above the
boat.
chest. Now, the question I'm very much excited to hear the answer to, Flex, is how this old man is going to be carrying this, what looks to be a very heavy chest, back to the surface.
I didn't think that far.
One can only assume with great difficulty, Razor.
So, Dustin, that was your movement. You're supposed to have just lowered movement in swimming, but you
should have an
still
action.
Yeah, you would still have your action.
Shoot,
Perhaps
man,
it's
I
some
don't
kind
even
of
have-
useful spell.
I don't even have a rope or anything. I was gonna-
Perhaps you could improvise a rope from some rigging.
Flex, what have we talked about? Shouting out suggestions to the competitors.
I just feel like we've really shafted them with that cannon blast earlier.
I still cannot believe that Clancy loaded that thing with our spoiled ass nachos, Flex.
The second 8 was poison damage.
Oh, it does have a
Certified
coil
safe.
of rope. The backpack does have coil of rope. Okay. I'm gonna try and tie the rope onto it. I guess that would be it because I can't swim anymore.
Yeah, so if we're gonna do that for your action, I think it would be kind of like similar to a dash action, right? And I think it'd be fair for us to use that 18 still for dash and the movement. So we'll say that you were able to get down. You were still underwater, 30 feet down, below the depths, but you do have a rope tied to it now. Yeah, just tied around. It's 50-foot rope probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it just has rope, but yeah.
Yeah.
it should be
Okay.
good.
I believe basic
Usually-
is 50 feet.
Yeah, it's usually 50 feet of hempen rope. Not quite sure why they made that distinction, but it is in fact hempen rope.
It says a coil of rope in this backpack of mine. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, yeah.
50 feet. It's been arbitrated upon. 50 feet of hempen rope it is. Okay, so back up the initiative order. It is Cloudwatcher's turn.
Kind of look over and see Merlin's got the chest. Like, oh, old man's got it. Good. And I turn back around towards the octopus and say, okay, I've got another poem for you. Bad octopus in the water. Bad octopus, you're an ugly daughter. Yeah. And I cast Bane. That is a wisdom saving throw.
I think we've already
Oh,
determined
why?
the thing is
Charisma
not-
saving throw, sorry.
What kind?
Charisma, sorry.
Well, that's even worse.
Charisma saving throw.
That was a 13. What does a 13 get it?
13 is a 1 off. So it is a, for every attack roll or saving throw, it rolls a d4 and subtracts it from its total.
Okay, it looks like that octopus is really taking that poem to heart, Flex. Does not
It
look...
looks like its feelings are severely hurt.
I'm leaning towards Team Octopus at the moment, Flex, to be honest.
He was just trying to mind his own booty.
I gotta like stick my tongue out at it. Ugh.
Yeah, you really be hurting me feelings.
And then I will back up a little bit and be ready to help pull the chest up.
I'm not an ugly daughter, says the octopus.
Oh, not an ugly daughter.
Well, what is this, Flex? It seems like there's something stirring in the water.
Of
Oh
course
God.
there is.
What is that? What is that? What is that strange indentation in the water, Flex?
It looks to be some kind of water elemental, Razor. Surely that can't be good news for our competitors tonight.
It appears that the hurt feelings of the octopus has somehow conjured a water elemental. If I can only find...
You just wait. Wait till me friends come. I'll show ye.
It
Hurting me
looks like a little
feelings.
duck.
Oh, that's a big
Oh,
duck.
nope. There it is. There it is.
Well, shit.
Next up, I believe it is Vix.
All right. All right. I would like to hide. As my action.
Not a tactic we've seen before in the Modras Bloodsport Arena there, Razor, but probably valid.
So yeah, I would like to hide. Oh my.
Crouching behind the railings there. Really a bad idea.
Flex, I don't think
They are railings.
Do
and
not
are
think Vix
visible.
realizes that is not any sort of one-way
It
mirror.
is not a solid wall. It is a railing with lots of gaps.
Lots and
it's
lots of
digital
gaps.
dice.
What was that?
And as a bonus action, I'd like to coat my short sword in my poison.
Beautiful. A very visible poison short sword.
What are you doing?
Merlin bobbing around at the bottom of the water there. What will his next move be?
It does
it's
seem
my
like
turn?
that water elemental has its eyes set on Steve Buscemi.
And who wouldn't? With eyes like that, I wouldn't be able to take them off him either.
I got a question. How much can Mage Hand pick up?
I believe it's
10
5
pounds?
pounds.
Not as much as the weight of that chest.
Oh, more than 10 pounds. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you haven't felt this chest. You don't know how much it weighs.
And how far away from the boat am I?
You're just like 30 feet directly below it.
That's perfect. All right, I'm gonna use my Mage Hand to pull my rope up to the boat, to them. So now the rope is up there for them to reach. And then I'm gonna try and swim
Okay,
upward.
where are you trying to swim to? The boat?
Yes.
Okay, so I think,
Make it halfway there, right? If movement speed's halved.
yeah, unless you wanted to do a dash to get all the way there. Because I
Isn't
think
that an
Mage
action
Hand,
though? Is that an action?
dash, oh wait, no, yeah, dash is an action. Mage Hand,
Can dash if he's used Mage Hand.
oh yeah, that's what I was
The
thinking.
both ways would do pretty much the same thing.
Yes. So you can
If
be
you were to
halfway
dash
to the
with the
boat.
rope in your hand, or you could cast Mage Hand to take the rope up there and swim yourself. It doesn't really matter. Either way, the same thing is achieved.
Yeah. I guess I'll just try and swim up there.
And dash,
Well, I was thinking if I cast the Mage Hand,
get it higher.
if I'm going down, the rope's still up there, right? Where my Mage Hand is. You know, I'm fall if it does somehow get me.
You want to like
My Mage
climb,
Hand is up there.
You want to like climb up your Mage Hand rope.
No, I'm just letting the rope be up there so they can get the chest. If I go
Oh,
down,
okay.
they get
Okay,
the
okay.
chest.
I'm with you. All right.
So I think I'll do
Looks
that.
like a noble measure of self-sacrifice. Merlin's gonna stay halfway submerged under the water, with his Mage Hand holding aloft the rope securely tied to the booty chest.
How far does Mage
How long
Hand
can I
go?
hold my breath for? 30 feet.
You can hold your breath for like 1 to 3 minutes or something like that.
You certainly won't drown after one round.
Right. Okay. 30 feet. Yeah. Okay. So it's just to the top of the water.
That's it.
Who is after Merlin? That is.
Water
It
elemental
is
Cloud
it's
Watcher.
Cloud Watcher.
there. Ooh, or have bigger audience. I'm like kind of looking back and forth between the two of them. If all else fails, look at clouds. And I'm going to drop Bane, because they're both concentration spells. And I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern again. And I'm going to place it out a little bit so it catches the two creatures in it, but not Vix.
Okay. So, the were octopus. That is pretty
And
good.
again, that is a 14 wisdom.
The water elemental. So, it looks like after Cloud Watcher has made yet some more clouds, Flex, the were octopus seems unaffected with its 19 wisdom saving throw. However, that water elemental Seems to really like those
He's
clouds.
really grooving on some groovy patterns there.
You know, clouds are 99% water, Flex, so...
That is true. Perhaps he's sexually attracted to them.
And for bonus action, I'm just gonna reach over and poke Vix on the shoulder.
What?
You can see me?
I just wouldn't.
You can see me.
Octopus.
I'm sorry, I lost my composure for a moment there.
I just go stab the octopus, and I will use bardic inspiration and re-up that for you.
Gotcha.
And with that, it is the were octopus's turn, I believe.
Yes, it is.
What does it look like he's doing down there, Razor?
Well, it's hard to see through all of this water, Flex, but it does look like it is got indeed 15 feet of range. It's gonna slap one of those bad boy tentacles right on up and go for the not so hidden Vix.
My goodness.
Oh shit.
That is a 13 to hit.
That misses.
And then what's this? One more tentacle flying up from the other side.
With that many arms, you'd expect more than one attack,
You would-
and that's a 22.
Well, you would also expect more than 2, but here we are, Flex. I'm guessing a 22 is going to hit, and that's going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Uncanny
slimy
dodge to
bludgeoning
half
damage.
that.
Okay, it looks like that rogue has sneaked just outside of the full force of the tentacle.
Taking only the marginal efforts of that slap there. Next up, it's Old Man Merlin. Gasping for air, submerged underneath the waves.
Yeah, I'm
Vix is done,
gonna.
I believe we mixed Vix.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Oh, that
last.
was the yeah, that was the pirate's turn, wasn't it? That was the octopus's turn.
Yeah, no
My
problem.
mistake. I'm gonna blame Clancy.
Clancy, get the order right.
Stop feeding me the wrong information, Clancy. No, I don't care if he's your uncle. No. No, it's we're live, Clancy. We'll talk about this later. Vix, your turn.
All right. Gonna make an attack with my short sword. See if
Have
it
at
hits.
it.
22.
That will be sufficient to hit.
All right. Makes another Constitution saving throw.
And this octopus seems to be very constitute with an unnatural 20.
He has a very firm constitution indeed.
Good.
Flex, it does appear that Vix is still there's missing something tonight.
6 points of slashing damage.
It's those sea legs.
It's your short sword, yeah?
Oh yeah, short sword. So that's a D6 instead of a D4. My bad.
Let's see that rolled again. Then we'll give you another chance to get that right. Looks like Clancy was picking up a dagger on the monitor when it was in fact a short sword.
So 7 points of slashing damage.
Well, that's an improvement.
What all do you need to be able to do sneak attack?
I need an ally next to it or to have advantage on the attack. That's why I was trying to hide.
And
A sensible precaution, but one that failed.
So I will disengage and move backwards.
Also
The other
probably
side.
sensible. All right. Now we have Merlin even more desperate for air.
Merlin is about 15 feet from the surface of the water, his mage hand just cresting the water.
Let's see how he does. What's he gonna do? Let's hope he doesn't drown.
I'll go ahead and cast Eldritch Blast on the elemental, and then try and move upward.
It does appear that that will indeed wake up the sleeping elemental.
Oh, it's sleeping?
It
is distracted
looking at
by
some clouds.
It's
Hypnotic
staring at
patterns.
clouds. To be fair, they are very fluffy and pretty clouds.
Now that octopus is mighty large, and its bottom half is indeed sticking below that boat butt. Is
The
that
boat
what it's
butt.
called?
The
Flex?
octopus is
The
awake.
keel.
Yes.
I'll shoot the octopus.
Okay.
My bad. I shot the wrong thing.
You can just see
I
like
would
the
appreciate
bottom of
that.
the octopus.
Dementia kicking in again, old man.
Nope, not that one.
All right. So I got 2 beams of Eldritch Blast.
This will be the first time this warlock has cast Eldritch Blast all night, Flex.
Must be a world record in patience.
It's taking me a while to look through it because it's technically not on my list, but here we go. I'm gonna roll 2 spell attacks. That's 8.
My word.
You hit him. It
An
appears he
unnatural
hit him.
21.
It appears he hit him
Those
with that
both
first
hit?
blast directly in its eyeball.
Looks like both of those will hit.
Nice. Alright, and then just give me 1 second.
I guess we'll have to.
D10 damage. Okay.
D10.
So do
Yes,
2d10.
2D10.
I'll go ahead and do 2. Do I do 2 space D10? 2D.
I don't know off the top of my
It would be
There you
just
go.
2d10, no spaces.
Yeah, you
And then it also
got it there, Merlin.
each time it hits, it shoots him 5 feet back. Nice. So he's 10 feet back.
Oh wow. That's gonna be mighty helpful, especially for the rogue on the ship.
Sure is.
Thank you.
So it seems like the elderly man still has a few tricks up his sleeve as he blasts this octopus back 20 feet.
I'm sorry, I got Agonizing Blast too. When I cast Eldritch Blast, add +4 to the damage when it hits.
So each,
All right, so,
So
that's
4 to
twice.
each, I believe. Yep.
Yes.
that is 20 points of damage that this old man has done.
My bad.
Nice.
It takes
The
me a while
octopus
to
has
add
been
my dagger.
rocked.
Do you smell that, Flex? It smells like calamari for dinner tonight.
Although,
It
at
is.
least half of the time, that is a man.
That is a man. I as soon as I said it, Flex, I realized while the words were coming out of my mouth, that is cannibalism. At least halfway.
Hey, food is food.
Next up,
It's
we've got
going on the
Cloud
concession
Watcher.
stands, whether it is or not, Razor.
See, I'm very surprised to see the octopus just kind of backwards and just. Okay, I'll take a step towards it. Whatever happened, it's because you're a bad octopus and nobody likes you. And he just starts hearing whispers of bad octopus. Nobody likes you. And I cast dissonant whispers.
Why does this keep happening to me?
So that is another wisdom saving throw, please.
Again,
Well,
plus
he's very
0.
constitutional, but is
my
he wise?
Goodness, he is
this
not very
octopus
wise,
is
but
a wise octopus.
Not-
19.
Not usually,
Okay.
but it got a 19.
It still takes half damage then, so 8 points of psychic damage, but it doesn't have to run away.
That octopus has been rocked. It is a rocktopus. Next up, I believe it is the octopus's turn.
I will then step back towards the rest of the group.
Octopus's turn. Let's see here. Well, this
That's
octopus
right, Razor.
is very quick, Flex. You might not have guessed it by how large it is, but while it's underwater, this thing can move with the best of them. So,
I believe they have some kind of inbuilt water jet.
is that an octopus fact? If so, it's news to me, Flex. It,
Absolutely.
it is not actually on the boat. It is indeed. Let me see if I can send it. I believe I can only
Let's
send
see.
it back 1 row, so Instead, let's see if I can make the boat. The octopus is under the boat, everybody. It is not indeed on top of the boat. It is...
Clancy in the imaging department is, and every other department is incompetent as usual. We apologize to our viewers for this confusion, but the octopus is in fact underneath the boat.
I'm sorry, it's one intern doing all this?
Well, as many things as he can get his greasy mitts into, yes it is.
Cool.
Okay, I think yeah, okay. It appears that this time this octopus is going to go up and try to bite the old man's foot. That is with a 21.
With a 21, I imagine he's successful.
Indeed, and that is going to be a total of 6. Oh, gosh, Flex. I vaguely remember Merlin saying that he had, I believe, 20 HP left, and it is now going to be down to 4 if that is the case. And also, as soon as...
Doofa, that is a mighty, mighty blow from the giant octopus there. 16 points of beak damage.
And it looks like Merlin is coming back from his old man pee break now.
He'll be,
so Merlin,
it's probably just as well, and I'll be imagining he'll be peeing himself again.
Merlin, go ahead, and you just took 16 points of beak damage.
Easy.
How much health does that leave Merlin with?
Hang on, let me calculate that. 16.
Is this encounter difficult enough for you, Merlin?
I got 7 health left.
Also, Merlin, could you please make a Constitution saving throw for us all, please?
Oh, yes, and I actually have advantage on Wait, hang on a second.
This
It might be my later levels. Hang on.
Merlin can feel coursing through his old man body that where
would it be
octopus
the-
lycanthropy.
Are you talking about the Warcaster feat?
Resilient. Increase your con score by 1 and gain proficiency in con save.
Mm-hmm.
So you just add your proficiency.
I got like +6.
Let's see if it's enough for you
So I
to not become a were octopus, Merlin.
Yeah, let's not do that.
That would be kind of cool, to be quite honest.
I'm with him.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
not a superpower I would turn down.
Merlin has resisted the pull of the moon. I guess where octopuses also like the moon a lot. Next
It doesn't
up,
stop existing just because they're underwater there, Razor.
they are very in tune with the tides as well. Next
That's
up,
right.
I believe it is Vix.
I believe you're correct.
I'm gonna turn to Cloud Watcher. It's like, just to see where is the. Can I see the cannons from where I'm standing? Are they on the top deck?
Yes, you can. There are 3 in total, one of which has been fired, 2 have not been fired because of fucking clouds.
Right. So
Pretty cloud.
I'm gonna turn to Cloud Watcher. It's like, mind giving me a hand? And I'm gonna run over to the closest cannon and kind of hold my action until the octopus makes an appearance to fire the cannon at it.
Okay. I like it. I
Is
really
he
like
under
it.
the
especially-
ship right now?
It's
currently
under the ship, yeah,
ship.
Dustin. It's not actually on it. Okay, so as soon as this octopus is within the line of sight of these cannons, you want to fire it.
Boom.
Okay. So I think it would then be Merlin's turn, if I'm not mistaken.
You're absolutely 100% correct there, Razor.
So Merlin, I know we did not say that you swam further up towards the boat last turn, but you did not use any movement, so I guess we could...
I didn't use my movement.
I don't remember. You may have, but we can say that you're currently at the top of the water now.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and attempt to climb up the rigging.
Jeez,
The rigging.
let's please not do as bad as last
shoot.
time, Merlin.
Hang on.
Let's see a good roll for the rigging.
You
You
still
said
have the
I can do
inspiration, too.
acrobatic.
And you've got
Oh, yeah,
inspiration.
inspiration.
Yeah, so you can add a D. What was it?
Oh,
D8?
you're fine though.
D8.
Oh, jeez. Did you really just get 25?
No, that was my last
Oh,
one,
okay.
man. Just roll.
Still at 25 is still good.
20. Oh, really? I'm not even gonna waste my
Wait,
inspiration.
what is it? A D8?
Deal with it.
D8.
With a D8, you could 7 or 8. You could get up there.
Yeah. It's possible.
Give it a shot.
No. The old man is flailing around.
No! The old man is
Flailing
just
around.
splashing around like it's a day at the beach. This is not a good idea.
think I forgot how to swim, guys.
What are you doing with your mage hand that's currently holding this rope?
I'll just maybe tying it to the top of the ship. Can I do that?
Yes,
now
if you do that,
anyone
I
can
think
grab
you-
the rope and pull it up.
I think you could probably like loop it around something, and if you do that, I think we should give you advantage on any attempts to climb out of the boat next round.
Actually, it appears that Sabai has given Merlin advantage this round. The crowd is cheering
How
for Merlin
generous!
to get
Well
into
done.
that boat.
Thank you very much.
Get into that boat, Merlin.
What? So try and roll it now?
Yeah.
No.
That's...
I
Still a
guess the
7.
universe wants you to stay in the water there, Merlin.
Can you read you the Bardic Inspiration?
So one thing, Merlin, when your mage hand is going up to tie the chest onto the boat, you know the capabilities of your mage hand, but looking down, you can see that this mage hand that can only carry 10 pounds of weight, going up, it is lifting up that treasure chest as it's tying it to it there. It looks like it may be made of some sort of plastic or plexiglass or something similar.
Perhaps that chest is not as light as it first appeared. Not as heavy as it first appeared, even.
This
But
probably isn't the real chest.
that will be all of Merlin's turn. Back up to the top of the order, Cloud Watcher.
How hurt does the octopus seem at this point in time?
It seems, if you had to put a number on it, like it was maybe like 75% of its health.
Oh,
Oh God.
still remaining or gone?
Still remaining.
Oh, well, that fucks.
You have not been particularly effective in combat against the octopus so far.
Well, we're trying. And
That's all we can do.
And it's to
Really?
your credit.
I kind of think for a second for try and find another poem, and I just kind of blink and I just look over the railing and go, "You suck!" And I cast Vicious Mockery on the octopus. That is a Wisdom save.
Let me.
How wise is the octopus feeling this time?
Finally, this
Only-
octopus is.
Only 8 points of wisdom.
Okay.
And it may be distracted by the bolt of lightning that the audience has conjured to hit this octopus in the butt with.
My
for-
goodness.
For 16 points of damage, Flex.
Nice.
My goodness.
10,000.
Yes,
in
it does
addition-
cost 10,000 points now to call lightning.
Wait,
Ha-
that is. I see. Clouds are awesome. Clouds are amazing.
You know what? I'm starting to get behind you on that. Yep.
These clouds are going to win the
so-
fight
Gonna
for
make a
us.
believer out of me.
The
4
octopus is
points
now
of
looking
psychic
about probably
damage.
about 55% healthy.
It has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Okay.
And then, yeah, that's about all I can do.
Speaking of, I
So
do
we've got a
believe
few
it's-
more rounds of the elemental being completely distracted by these sexy, sexy clouds.
8 more.
Quite a lot more rounds. It is the octopus's turn. Looks like you're having some difficulty just deciphering the images of what's going on down there, Razor. What's the octopus doing?
Well, Flex, I'm sure this octopus has a few different choices to make at the moment and is just weighing all of its options.
Octopuses, of course, have 8 arms and 8 separate mini brains that control each arm. Octopuses, of course, are extremely delicious and very clever creatures. The two things, of course, are not mutually exclusive. Human flesh is also delicious, and they are reputed to be intelligent. Ask anybody who's had our chili.
So it does appear that the octopus has inked itself for its bonus action. So a 20-foot radius cloud of
This
ink
is a
extends-
family show. Is that even allowed?
This octopus abides by no laws or creed. So, after releasing this ink, the octopus... No, this does not take an action or bonus action. However, the octopus can then use a dash action as a bonus action. I don't think that makes a lot of sense. I think the octopus still wants to just gobble up this ship that belongs to him. Actually, he does not enjoy that there are interlopers on his ship, and he is going to start to climb aboard.
My
In
goodness.
doing so, he will have 2 tentacles that are going to reach up above the ship. One will
I
be...
believe that would place them in the line of fire, surely.
Yes, we will see how this cannon fire does, and there will be 2 tentacles coming down, one for Cloud Watcher and one for Vix, depending on how this cannon shot takes place. I don't know the mechanics for them rolling their own cannon shot.
Let's call it. What would it be? Intelligence to work out how to use it?
I have no idea. We just kind of had them try to avoid it while they were in the dinghy.
This is true. Probably should have thought about this before the encounter started there, Razor.
Flex, in a million years, I never saw these 3 commandeering this ship. I don't know why. I don't
I tell you what.
It's the first thing you should have thought of.
Oh, by the way, this boat, it's been a couple rounds now, right? I believe this boat has now sank to the bottom.
The dinghy would have sunk by now, yes.
Oh, oops.
You know, out of character, real quick, I was thinking it'd be funny if the chest was actually tied to this dinghy boat the entire time, and that's what was causing it to sink. And we could have just like not even went over to this big boat.
Let's call it a sleight of hand check to see if you've got the manual dexterity to time this shot perfectly as the tentacles breach the surface of the water.
All right, let's see how this works. 14.
That's good enough for me.
These are big, gigantic purple octopus tentacles here. So, Flex, I'm thinking if... let me go ahead and roll this damage first.
See how damaging those nacho shrapnel blasts are at close range.
2d8 plus 4. I had to scroll up and find out how much damage these things do.
Should keep better notes, Razor.
That is going to be 13 points of damage to one of the octopus tentacles, and I think that's going to be enough nacho shrapnel to take off that tentacle. Flex.
Sever the tentacle, agreed.
So now just one tentacle will be coming down at... Let me roll. We will do 1 for Cloud Watcher, 2 for Vix. Vix, a tentacle is going to be coming down in retaliation at you blowing off one of it.
Fair.
That is the stats of a kraken, not an octopus. Do not use those.
Oh,
Don't ask why I had the stats of a kraken pulled up. That's none of your business.
I'm sure that won't factor in at all.
I'm very worried about that.
I really hope there's no kraken in it too.
Oh,
That's an
I'm
eight.
barely alive here.
That's an 18 to hit.
And 18 hits.
Oh, jeez, you said barely alive. That was 13 points
Yep.
of damage.
Uncanny dodge.
Oh, thank you.
So is that a 6 or a 7?
That will be a 6, rounded down.
We'll call it a 6.
Are you
All right, I got 3.
Ooh,
How you doing, buddy?
Flex. Flex, things are looking rough. I hope that octopus isn't long for this world.
That should have also had disadvantage on the attack.
Okay.
Yes, it should.
Let me.
Because
Maybe.
I hurt its feelings.
Yes, maybe it did not hit. It went up.
Oh no, it did.
All right.
That was worth a shot.
Oh, that hit. That hit real hard.
Thank you.
We tried. Merlin.
Okay, so I got a question.
Yes, you're still in the water, old man.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, that was a withheld action from before, wasn't it? So it's
Yeah, it was a held action, so it's
Yeah,
actually
Vix
Cloud.
again.
It's me again? All right,
believe
'cause
so.
the thing attack.
Oh yes.
It worked so well the first time. I'm running to the 3rd cannon.
The
that
last
hasn't been shot.
cannon. It's already, now that you can actually see it, you will not even need to do a held action. You can go ahead and fire off that cannon.
Cool. Plus another sleight of hand.
Let's just do a ranged attack roll this time.
Because you kind of
So you
piece together how to
Just
shoot it,
if
maybe.
you've got like a bow
Yeah.
or whatever, just use the stats for that.
Which I think would probably be going up. Oh, no. Oh, but are you inspired?
I am not
Used it.
inspired. I used it for damage.
Well, somehow all that shrapnel completely missed. I guess that was a wild charge. There's no damage visible to the octopus as a result of that cannon blast. And with that, there are no loaded cannons remaining.
Bonus action, uncanny dodge. Dodge action. Yeah. Wait,
Okay.
can I? Or is that a monk thing?
It's
If you
some
take
rogue.
dodge,
Dash,
you-
disengage. Okay, yeah, never mind. It's a hide. Bonus action.
Okay, hide. Let's see how well he hides, Flex. I hope he does not hide behind that very, very visible railing again. Where did Vix go? Flex? Flex,
I
you see
guess
him?
he's just gone, dematerialized.
Now it will be Merlin's turn up next. What will this old man do to get into this boat? Probably anything.
I believe he has advantage. No, yes, he does have advantage because the rope is tied, securing the chest to the boat.
It's about
And
time.
Lord Almighty, he's finally made it onto the galleon.
I didn't
where are
even
you?
need the advantage.
Nope.
Nice.
So yeah, Merlin, if you tug on that chest now, you can pull it up pretty easily. It seems like it is not actually made out of any kind of iron or metal or anything of the like.
Well, I'm just gonna climb up. That's my movement, right?
Yes, that will be your movement.
And then, what's like everyone's health looking like?
Bad.
Pretty bad.
Bad, but you probably can't see me.
Where you
okay.
at?
He's hiding.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you could probably sense his aura.
I'm gonna try and sense them, yeah. Cause I got. Where is that?
As a reminder, the victory condition for this encounter was that you retrieve the booty. It is not necessary for you to necessarily kill or otherwise incapacitate your opposing forces. You could try and rush back home.
Which would probably be difficult with a giant octopus latched to the side of it.
This
That
is
does
true.
look like a very fast octopus,
That is
Flex.
an option.
What's Cloud Watcher looking like health wise?
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna do. Can I do 1d6 per person? It says I could do 4d6 at once.
What's the spell?
My healing light as a celestial warlock. I have 6d6 healing pool, which resets at a long rest. As a bonus action, you can heal one creature you can see. Spinning dice. Shoot.
It's only one per turn.
That's bonus action. And what's cure wounds? I got cure wounds.
That is a D8.
That's an action. You need to touch them.
Action.
Mhm.
All right. Let's see. I'll do cure wound. Can I do cure wounds on myself?
Yep.
Go for it.
Sure.
It says for each level slot above first, you add a D8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And my guy does third level spells.
So that'd be
is it
3
So
D8.
it's
Level 3.
so it's
Sure.
5d8s total.
1 plus 1 per.
Oh, it's
spell
one.
slot.
I thought it started at 2.
I think
It
it
does,
starts
but then it's 1 every additional. So it's
Yeah,
4
so
at
since-
level 3.
4.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere around there.
4d8.
48.
13
That
points
looks
of
like a
healing.
good chunk of healing right there.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the old man has fixed his bum knee yet again.
It's 48 plus some plus.
Yes.
Charisma
Yes, it
modifier.
Should be,
Charisma.
Yeah, charisma.
Yeah, plus 7.
Gee, that's a lot
So
better
you
than.
You got about half your health back.
so you
You got the
negated the
fire
attack.
save.
But you negated the nachos.
Those bits of nacho shrapnel have been removed from his face and body.
That was an action, right? And I can use a bonus action.
That
to,
was an action.
heal Cloud Watcher for. I'll do 3d6.
Oh, thank you. Woohoo! I will happily take that.
As would I in your situation.
Feeling better.
Um,
Probably could have used that.
I believe, unless there's anything else, that we return to the top of the initiative order with Cloud Watcher.
Okay, well, you're big and you're still right there. Go away, shoot, go away, shoot, and that's dissonant whispers. That's all I'm doing for that.
I believe
that's
that is that a wisdom save again?
Wisdom again, yeah.
Is that
14.
wisdom or charisma?
Wisdom for dissonant whispers.
Gotcha.
Well, that was a 19 for the wisdom.
Oh, son of a crap. Well,
I think
half
that's
damage.
like the 4th.
The octopus is rolling extremely well today.
So 2 points of psychic damage.
He looks like his feelings are still hurt.
3, a 1, and a 1 on that damage roll.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Fix. And that's the end of my turn.
And now it's the octopus's turn. What's he doing now, Razor? Scuttling around on top of the decks there.
So Flex, it looks like he is maybe trying to find his or herself a mate by having somebody else contract rare octopus lycanthropy. So, cannot see. Well, no, actually, it can't reach anybody with his beak, can it? Never mind. Forget that. It's going to use 2 of its still intact tentacles with 15 feet of reach. It's going to bring down 1 on Merlin and 1 on Cloud Watcher. It cannot see Vix anywhere in sight. So Cloud Watcher will be a 22 to hit.
I do believe that hits.
Merlin will be an 11 to hit.
It does not hit.
The elderly man somehow getting unscathed. I suppose he was due some luck eventually.
Yes,
Might
but
be my mage armor.
I do believe that is going to negate most of that healing that Cloud Watcher just took from the old man with a 13 points of
13
damage.
points of damage. from Cloud
Okay.
Watcher. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Next
Think of it
up,
like this: you just took 1 point of damage.
yes.
Hey, oh,
Next up is Vix. If anyone can find him on the field anywhere to be seen.
X.
Assuming he's still here.
Vix, this thing is like right above you now, kind of a
Gotcha.
little bit over the railing of the ship.
All right. Okay. Bonus action, poison the short sword again.
It's gotta fail one of these Constitution saving rolls.
That's what I'm thinking. And goes for another attack. Oh, whoops.
Something seems to be wrong with the above roll.
There were too many pluses in there. Blame Clancy.
Failed verification.
Whoa.
There
That-
we go.
It's not quite good enough.
Well, the
Oh,
hit,
man.
it does indeed hit. But
It does hit.
the
All right.
Constitution saving throw of 17 is what Flex was
dang it.
referring to.
Well, that
I
was my
believe
last
that is
one.
too good. Yeah.
I only brought 3 with me. Should have came more prepared.
Oh well.
You still hit with that short sword.
You
at
still
least.
hit the octopus.
7 points of slashing damage.
The octopus looks significantly worse than it did the first time you saw it.
Was it surprised?
Oh.
It was indeed surprised from the hide. I believe this is going to very much
Yeah, wait,
add that
this-
damage.
Yes.
Certainly.
Sneak
he was
attack.
Attacking from stealth.
Alright, so that is...
Oh, and you should have also had advantage on that roll, right? Do you get advantage
Yeah.
if you attack from hide? You could have gotten a crit.
I do.
Let's
But
see
I-
what happened.
So that's the
Let's see
sneak
that
attack
again.
then.
That is plus 12 damage, Flex.
Plus 12 damage.
As that octopus did not see that short sword coming from a mile away.
It did not.
Do I roll with the advantage, or are we saying the mess up
You
one
can,
is the...
you can go ahead and roll another attack and just see if we get a crit.
Yeah.
Oh, close.
Eh.
It was good. 16 plus 5, but
Yeah.
No
Not quite a crit.
cigar.
Yeah, and that... I will leave it at that.
The octopus looks to be about a third of its original degree of healthiness.
Merlin, you are now finally on top deck of the boat with your friends. Sadly,
how
Adam
are you?
Sandler is nowhere in sight. That was a Steve Buscemi joke.
I don't know who any of those people are, but let's see what he does.
So you can still see the octopus kind of like half up on the ship at the moment, climbing up. Trying to retake its galley.
You take his what?
His boat.
His galleon. He's gonna climb the rigging, retake his galleon, scrape you off his poop.
I'm gonna cast Hex on the octopus.
Okay, do I make a roll for that?
Let me see.
Refresh our collective memories about what Hex does.
You
think
place a curse on this creature.
If he attacks, he deals an extra d6 of necrotic damage.
I think you get the hex, man. I don't think you.
Okay. This octopus looks very down on itself, very low self-esteem, and now it's got a big glowing X on it for Merlin to hit for extra damage.
You've ruined me day. I was having such a nice time on me boat and me booty.
I steal an extra d6 when
Yeah.
I hit you.
Oh, that's only a bonus action. So, what would you like to do for your action?
I'm gonna hit you with my Eldritch Blast, which is 2 bolts. So every time I hit you
Alrighty.
twice, is gonna be a d6.
Plus
for the hex.
D6.
Yes. Alright, so I'm rolling for the.
Flex, I will say that your audio and your pirate voice is coming in a lot more clear and concise than my own whenever I try.
Hang on a second.
What can I say? I've done a little bit more practice.
Anytime I try to repeat what I'm hearing in my headphones, I have to do this with my finger and start with R.
Yeah, that's about right there.
Do those 2 hit?
It appears that Merlin has
12
hit-
and a 17. Oh, yes, matey. That'll be hitting me right in me noggin.
Both of them?
Yes, indeed.
Both of them.
It looks like the old man may be making a come from behind victory here.
/ roll d.
The only kind he's capable of there, Razor.
/ roll d10 plus. I'll do 4 plus 4 for each thing, so I'll do plus 8. So that's that, and then also
It's
slash roll-
2d10.
Yeah, 2d10 though. So add another d10.
Did I?
You
I
did
thought I
one
did
d10
2d10.
plus 8.
My bad.
Do one more d10 and then plus 2d6.
10.
Jeez, I'm telling you.
Oh, got a 1.
Yeah.
When Merlin is on, Merlin is indeed on, and he
Oh.
can hurl chaos bolts or whatever they are called with the best of them.
He's got it on like Donkey Kong.
2d6, right? 2d6.
Yes.
That will be a total
So
of
that's what,
25.
25 points of damage totally. My goodness.
Oh,
That
and
octopus
they
is looking more and more like an entree at a Greek restaurant the longer we continue.
also
they get-
repelling blasts.
He is now also
But
been
do I
knocked-
want to do that? Do I want to do that? I'm asking my friends, like, you know, like telepathically.
Plastically.
Do I want to? Hey,
It appears that Cloud Watcher wants that thing as far away as possible.
I'm gonna shoot him 10 feet back.
Will actually be 20 feet back.
No, 10 feet, right? Five.
5 per shot.
Oh, I thought it was 10 per.
Let's not overegg the pudding there, Razor.
But last time Clancy definitely moved the graphic 20 feet back.
Clancy is to blame for all of our
Clancy,
misfortunes.
my God, Clancy.
Well, it appears that Merlin
Clancy.
did not finish it off, but perhaps Cloud Watcher can.
No, he did not, but it is not
Alright.
looking good for the octopus.
I will step forward and hey, I think you should just go to sleep there, and I'm gonna sing you a lullaby of my people, and I raise up my shield that you all see is kind of like the Irish drum that's just kind of hollow on the inside, and I take my rapier and I bind them together and just yell, "Go to sleep!" And
That's what my mother used to do for me.
So that is 5d8.
Oh, yes.
5d8. My goodness me.
Is that more than its HP, Flex? If so, it will be falling asleep and going
It
to
is
slumber.
not. Unfortunately, not quite enough.
Oh,
Not quite enough.
It looks like a very drowsy octopus now, though.
just go to sleep already.
I don't suppose the crowd has been feeling generous with advantage. Doesn't look like it. They haven't been very generous.
We're not very likable, it seems.
It's so fine,
You
kind
did
of-
get a lightning. You did get a lightning and one
True.
advantage.
Yeah,
True.
just kind of dejectedly, just kind of turn over and start pulling at the rope to pull the chest up.
Yes, it is very light, and you're able to.
I
get
don't
it
think
up.
you would have to roll or anything for that. You
Nope.
just do it.
You're able to pull it up and hoist it onto the deck of the ship, and it appears that this treasure chest is indeed just made out of plastic.
What? Oh. Alright, that's it.
Next up would be the sleepy octopus, I believe.
Yes, that's right. It's not quite so sleepy. Maybe a little bit drowsy, but not sleepy yet.
The octopus is going to. I mean, it's hard to argue with its tentacle attacks because they have 15-foot range.
Those are some large tentacles. Enough to keep a seasoned enthusiast of certain books and literature in very, very good stead for a long time.
It is going to swim up closer and start to climb up the side of the galley once more as its tentacles start to flail and flounder around on the ship. And it is going to go for... let's have one go for Merlin because he is my brother.
Cool, cool.
Oh, a
Is that a
natural
spell? Is that a
one.
spell?
No, it's not
a critical
spell,
fail.
but it was a critical fail. It tried to hit you with its severed tentacle and failed to realize
It
that
just
it has...
waved its stump around in the water.
The yellow... Oh,
Ha.
that is...
That is a critical success.
I did not say who that one was going for, and I regret that I did not beforehand. I guess we will roll
Hashtag
a
fail.
D3.
Would you like to roll for it?
Yes, let's roll a d3 and see. We will say 1 is Cloud Watcher, 2 is Vix, and 3 is Merlin.
Cool.
That is going to be
Hey.
a 1 for Cloud Watcher.
Hey.
Cloud Watcher.
Yeah, this is for trying to put me to sleep.
That is going to be a 15 plus 5, a 20.
I am going to use Stone's Endurance.
A very, very canny move, and one which will save his life, undoubtedly.
I hope so. So that is a D12.
Ooh.
A pretty good result there. 9 hit points recovered from Stone's Endurance.
Plus 2, so that's 11 off of that total. So I believe I only take 9.
Superb. That is a much more manageable amount of damage to receive.
It's Flex. It seems like that octopus should have done a lot more damage, but luckily Cloud Watcher, with his benign Goliath innate abilities, he was able to just kind of flex really hard and mitigate some of that damage.
He just shrugged it off.
Next up,
What
will
a
be
guy.
Vix.
Next it will be Vix.
We keep predicting different people that are going to be finishing this fight. Perhaps it is now the day.
It could be.
First, Vix is gonna look over at Cloud Watcher and just go, "Damn, fuck you."
Oi.
And just runs over and is going to breathe out a line of fire across the octopus. So it needs to be a dexterity saving throw.
That is going to be a 15. What does that get it? Half damage, perhaps?
Half damage.
Half damage.
So 2 fire damage. It looked impressive.
That was the single most impressive maneuver I've ever seen here live in the Modras Bloodsport Arena, but it did very, very little to the wavering, weakening octopus.
And with that embarrassment, I am going to hide.
Consider his
Merlin.
face and body.
Let's see if Merlin can finish off. Oh,
Oh yes, Vix is in.
Vix. Where did Vix go again, Flex?
23 means Vix is gone. Merlin.
So what does it take to move this boat?
It will be probably a 3-man job to move the boat. There will be different kind of rigging checks and navigation checks and sail maneuvering checks.
You mentioned just getting this box back to our area, and we don't have to kill these guys. I'm just
Yes,
thinking-
but Vix and
But I
Cloud
would
Watcher
suggest
also pointed out that this octopus definitely could keep catching the boat.
if you have another round like you did before with massive damage output, this where octopus will probably cease to be a problem.
All right, I am going to. Let's see.
Just because I am aware of the format of this show, and we have a hard stop in 10 minutes.
I mean, you still have Hex on it, so.
Yes, last time I do believe Merlin did nearly 30 points of damage.
If you
Kick
Yeah,
his
you know
aquatic
what? On your
ass,
phone.
Merlin.
I am just gonna do the same thing. Eldritch Blast, 2 bolts.
Just play the hits, Warlock. Oh,
It's that 4 still may hit. What is your
hang
plus?
on. Wait, hey, yeah, I forgot to put that.
This gigantic slithery
Plus 8, plus 8.
+8, it will be a hit. Both of those hit.
I completely forgot to put that. All right,
If it's +8, then both of those are resounding hits.
roll
Go ahead.
D10.
So it will be 2d10 plus 8
2d10.
plus 2d6.
8.
Wowzers. That is 20 plus 7.
I think we can just stop the counting right there. Merlin, would you like to describe what happens when you turn this enormous octopus into so much seafood?
Is he like on the boat or still underwater?
Yeah, he's like halfway
He's
onto
on the boat. Or
I
parts
could-
of him are, at least.
I can caught a shield, but most of them's underwater. I just kind of shooting blind here. I just did what I could, and I think it was for the best. And he just exploded into sushi.
And so he did. And so he did. The Were Octopus is no more. The water elemental is still staring at erotic clouds. And there seems to be no opposition to stop the team from returning back home with the chest there, Razor.
Yes, I was trying to move the group and the boat and the chest all together, and it just was not happening, Flex. So we will just narrate that they did indeed make it back to the gate safely, and as they
That water elemental really fascinated by those clouds. Those sexy, sexy clouds.
Flex, can I be honest with you? That's probably very much for the best. I think that would have been very deadly if that
This
thing...
encounter was definitely not balanced for two spellcasters and a rogue.
Pretty cloud.
But nevertheless, victory was attained. Well done.
And as
well
they get
done,
back
everybody.
to the gate and flop down that treasure chest, it just easily opens up with its little plastic lock, and inside are 24 nacho tokens.
Yes.
Your prizes, as always, are luxurious tokens, free for 5% off at the very, very, very cheap taco stands located throughout the prestigious Modras Bloodsport Arena. Thank you for competing tonight.
Do I at
Let's
least
go
get
for
my
our-
dagger back? No.
Absolutely not. It is now property of Modras Bloodsport Association
You
Incorporated.
can have mine.
Let's
I
take
give you one of my daggers.
He like begrudgingly puts it into like a calf pouch that he has.
Let's go
Feel free to enjoy
the-
those nacho tokens at any time in the next week.
We will right now.
Let's head back to the locker room and do a post-fight interview with
We'll have our
everybody.
final words with our competitors this evening.
Cloud Watcher,
Ah.
how was there any surprises for you tonight, or did things go pretty much how you expected things to go?
I did not expect the octopus. That was really big. I've heard stories, and then the other arm things, and then it like clouds though, so that was nice. I think it wasn't that bad of an octopus because it did seem to like the clouds.
Cloud Watcher, I gotta say, I think you played a very large role in the victory tonight with all of the clouds, and saving your companions from more Nacho Cannon Blast.
I'm
whether it
gonna
was a
write an
good
epic
octopus-
poem about it all.
Excellent. We look forward to hearing those in the future, when whether it was a good octopus or a bad octopus. Now it's a dead octopus.
And Cloud Watcher, when you're not in Modras, gallivanting around and entering into the arena, where can people find you out in the real world?
You can find me as usually the DM of @CritTestDummies. Also on here on Twitch. Most Sunday evenings. My own crew of crazy people going through a bunch of one-shots on DM's Guild.
Always good value.
And Vix, I gotta tell you, that one time you tried to hide, I could see you from up in the stands.
That was not a good attempt at hiding. That was a railing. We could all see you, but I appreciated the attempt.
Yeah, not my best. With people like these who exist and can just deal who knows what out of their ass, it's just kind of, what's the point anymore? I might as well just fucking retire. You know what? Fuck this. I'm out. Goodbye.
Aww.
Oh, can I have your nachos?
Sure.
Unlike so many others, Vix passes off into the night, never to return to the prestigious halls of Modras Bloodsport Arena.
But just one moment, Vix, before you do head out, and here you go, you do get, anytime anybody retires on camera, they do get a complimentary soft drink at the concession stand. So you do get this. However, where can people find you out in the real world, especially now that you are retired from combat sports?
Yeah, so you can find me Forrest Manico on Facebook, and Twitter is _4 EST. I'm a voice actor, and I'm trying to get my name out there. So
Awesome. And we go to, by far, the oldest competitor of the night, Merlin.
And also the most effective.
Merlin, did you expect to do that kind of absurd damage tonight?
You were
I
a
did
DPS
not.
machine tonight, Merlin.
I did not. At one point I just kind of blindly shot my spells out in the water, and I, just did what I could.
Also, how...
Well, we do like to see that kind of reckless discharge.
Now, I was about to compliment you on your swimming abilities, Merlin, but first, your failed climbing abilities just overshadow all of that.
I cannot climb for anything, but I just found out I could swim pretty well.
Yeah, why climb a rope when you can swim a boat? That's what they say. Hey, Merlin.
No, they don't say that. They don't say that at all, Razor. But
Right in that
Flex.
I've
never
never
mind.
heard
Flex.
that in my 50 years.
Flex, you know that,
That
it is
hurt
in
my
our
brain
contract.
to listen to, Razor.
Flex, you know it's in our contract that we always have to agree with and back each other up.
Absolutely, Razor, it is. You are very funny and smart.
So, Merlin, where can people find you out when you're not just being an old man in the arena?
I play Merlin on Halfway to Heroes, Iron Claw on One Shot Onslaught, and
We really butchered it with that name, didn't we? No one's ever said that name.
Onslaught. And I got an Etsy shop that I
Short
do
color.
dice trays and dice boxes, but I haven't opened that this entire year.
Yeah,
so.
you really need to get on that, man.
Yeah,
People
well,
have been wanting
the
to.
world's been crazy.
Iron
The
Claw
world's been
relics. It'll be open maybe next year.
Yeah, and last but not least, my co-host, Flex Gristle. Flex.
Lex Gristle, a.k.a. Gerundu. You can find me on Twitter at Gerundu. You can find me on Roll for Weird as Silas Lancaster, the elderly vampire. You can find me on Shitty Cowboys right here on Twitch. Also on your pod feeds as Jambalaya Pendergrass. And you can find me on Dice Talk every alternate Wednesday as Gerundu. Me, this plain old Gerundu. I think that's about everything I've got to promote right now. I've been made redundant, so if you want a voice actor, then I'm going to compete with this guy for some jobs. Hire us both. We're both very nice and talented. Which leaves, of course, my co-host, Razor McGirth.
Yeah, so really you can just go to themajesticgoose.com or follow us at Majestic Goose, or just check out our shop on majesticgoose.com. We've got a lot of different shows. They were on the bottom of the overlay at the during the actual game. The DM for Halfway to Heroes, One Shot Onslaught. I play Filbert in Roll for Weird. I'm on a comedy podcast called Gullible Gazette. And DM for Shitty Cowboys. I play solo rolling every Thursday on this Twitch channel. I am Razor McGirth here. And I think
More
that's
things than
it
you've
for
got fingers
now.
to count them off on.
And then, of course, like once or
Just
twice a
few
month,
things.
we also play one-shots with our patrons on this channel, too. And last weekend, we played Kids on Bikes for the very first time ever. And
Oh my
holy
God,
hell,
that
it was fun.
So funny.
If you haven't watched that video on demand yet, go watch it.
Yeah, it's still up on Twitch.
Yeah, if you're like looking for a Stranger Things fix, ooh boy, that is a very good system. It was a very good game. So
Yes, recommend it.
yeah, go check
I'm
that
also
out.
just disappearing into the.
Yeah, while Flex is disappearing, we'll go ahead and say thank you all so much for watching today. Hope you all had a lot of fun watching, and hope you guys had a lot of fun playing. One last thing. Next week, we are doing an all DMs Guild authors event, and we are very excited for that one. We have got Isaac Mandagi, Jeff C. Stevens, Kelsey from the Arcane Library, and Jeff C. Stevens. Did I say Jeff C. Stevens
Yeah,
twice?
you did.
I did.
I'm Jesse Stevens' clone.
and his doppelganger. No, and Anthony Joyce. So it is going to be a ton of fun. Gerundu, we should probably get on what we're going to be doing for that night. So we will talk maybe tomorrow about
We
that.
certainly won't leave it to the last
Planning.
minute.
Definitely not like the last two games. All right. Thank you guys all, and thank you all
Yeah,
for
thanks
watching.
for joining us in all seriousness, and thanks for joining us watching.
Bye, buddy.
Bye.